Okay, boys and girls, welcome to story time. I've got a book here that Mrs. Bartoletti brought from her library over in Hollywood. We used to call it Holly Weird, still do. And I've never read it, or at least not previously. It's called, did I come back? There I am. It's called The Perfect Nest, and it's by Catherine Friend, illustrated by John Manders. I'm not sure what letter it is, but I looked through it already, and it's not a problem. I can read it. I can tell you what I read. It's good to go. Wow, look at this. It says, whoops, you just passed the perfect nest. That's interesting. And look at that perfect nest. It's got lights on it. Above it, I should say. Nice, comfortable hay and mats or pillows. Wow, a ramp. Oh, a chicken's thinking about it. And there's a cat. I bet you the cat made that to trap the chicken. Could be wrong. Is there a sneak peek? You better believe there is. And it says, Jack the cat, that's a good name for a cat, is building the perfect nest, but it isn't for him. He plans to attract the perfect chicken who will lay the perfect egg, which will make the perfect omelet. He can practically taste it. Sure enough, a chicken shows up, but so do a duck and a goose, and poor Jack gets much more than he bargained for in this funny farmyard story. And it says right there with a sign, nest, nest, and there's a chicken on the way, right there. The one we saw on the front cover, going inside. Now, my prediction, it's hard to say. I'm going to predict, I guess, that all three animals, go in the nest. And maybe I don't know, he can't decide which one he wants, which egg he wants. That's the best I can say. It's a prediction. What can I say? Okay, let's get going. It's a big book, too. The Perfect Nest. Oh, what's he doing? Is he taking that sign? Oh, no, he's hammering the sign in. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, look what he's doing there. He's working with his tools. He's building. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's get going. I read. You just look at the pictures. Jack the cat gathered together everything he needed, then built the perfect nest, dry and cozy and just the right size. And notice, he went ahead and he took a pillow from the swing, took some hay from Mrs. Cow, who's not too happy, and took, it looks like, also a mat or a pillow from Lazy Hound Dog, like on the Beverly Hillbillies. Next one. Uh-oh, look at that. Wow, that's huge. Can I get all that for you? Yeah, I can. And it says, but the nest was not for Jack. With this perfect nest, he would attract a perfect chicken who would lay a perfect egg, which would make a perfect omelet for a cat like Jack. We read that already. Soon enough, a chicken came along, and she's attracted by the corn, the welcome mat. It's got lights. It's got even a heat lamp if it gets too cold. Oh, look at all that straw on those pillows. And notice who's right there in the shadows looking. Jack, the clever cat. And let's see if she goes in the nest. I think she will. Oh, yeah, she did. Caramba, she cried. A perfect nest. She hopped up and laid a small egg. However, then a duck waddled by. Sacre bleu, she cried, the perfect nest. That's a real French stereotype. Sacre bleu means sacred blue. I'm not going to talk about where it comes from right now. It's too complicated. But it kind of means like, oh my, no, oh my word. Kind of means that. And she said, the perfect nest. I think she's going to lay an egg too, literally. The duck pushed the chicken out. Wow. Hopped up and laid a medium-sized egg. But then what happens? A goose lumbered by. Wow. Oh, great balls of fire, she cried. A perfect nest. That's a real country goose. Sounds like Jerry Lee Lewis. Uh-oh, look at that big picture. The goose pushed the duck out, hopped up and laid a large egg. Now you got 3 eggs, small, medium, large. And these ones here don't look too happy. Wow. Look at Jack, and he is happy. Looks as happy as Mr. Bird when he sees a new pair of polyester socks. Jack's mouth began to water. 3 eggs would make 3 omelets. Myself, I would just make 1 omelet with 3 eggs, big omelet, but that's up to him. He's a cat. I see a lazy cat in a box in my house. But then the duck leaped onto the goose's back. This is my nest. The chicken flew up onto the duck. No, this is my nest. Okay, here we go. Battle of the birds. The 3 cackled and quacked and honked, but each refused to leave the perfect nest. They squished each other for days. Wow, is it worth that much to do that? I guess so. Well, each day Jack tried to get the birds off the eggs. Fire! Fire! He cried. They didn't move. Flood! Flood! He cried. They didn't move. It was kind of funny. Wolf! Wolf! He cried, like Little Red Riding Hood. But the chicken, the duck, and the goose would not move. And notice that it's in very dark, large letters. That means what? You you emphasize that. Would not move! And of course, lazy farm dog's not doing anything. Until finally, what's happening now? Finally, Jack stood before them. You birds are so silly. The next farm over has an even better nest, and it's empty. Why doesn't one of you use that nest? An empty nest? Cried the chicken. Without a goose to sit in my head, caramba! Sacre bleu! Cried the duck. I am tired of smelling like the chicken. That nest is mine. Great balls of fire! Cried the goose. Out of my way! And they all flapped away. And of course, Jack's pretty happy. He thinks he's pretty smart. But something's going to go awry. In other words, it's not going to go as he plans. And I know that. Alone at last, Jack returned to the nest and peeked inside. He arranged the eggs neatly in a row, small breakfast, medium lunch, and large dinner. Jack's stomach rumbled. But then, and notice what's happening, boys and girls, to that egg. Do you see what I see? It's cracking. You know it's going to happen. Crack! The small egg broke open, and out popped a wet baby chick, who looked up at Jack and said, Caramba! Hola, mama! Which again means, wow! Hello, mom! And then, crackety-snap! The medium-sized egg broke open, and out scrambled a wet baby duck, who looked up at Jack and said, Sacre bleu! Bonjour, mama! Which means, again, wow! Hello, mama! Or good day, mama! And then, crackety-crack, boom! The largest egg broke open, and out stepped a wet baby goose, who looked up at Jack and said, Great balls of fire! Howdy, ma! Just like its mother. And don't forget, when a baby, duck, whatever, goose, chick, the first thing it sees, it thinks that that's its mother. So I can tell you right now, this I know, they're going to think Jack's its mom, even though Jack's not a woman, not a female, but they're still going to think, hello, mom. Jack stared at the babies. What was he to do? He couldn't make omelets out of them. Of course not, they're babies. Dry me, dry me, dry me, cried the soggy baby chick. Feed me, feed me, feed me, cried the hungry baby duck. Play, 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 cried the excited baby goose. He can't eat them. He's got to be like a dad. Jack hid in the barn. The 3 babies found him. Yep. He hid in the woods. The 3 babies found him. Mr. Log. And Jack hid under the tractor. Are they going to find him? You better believe they are. Oh yeah, they found him. The 3 babies found him and dragged him back to the nest. They're pretty strong. He's like, I guess I can't do much about it. What's he going to do, though? Sleep, 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 the tired babies finally whispered. Cold, 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 said the shivering babies. Jack scratched his head. Someone had to care for these babies, but there was no one else around. So I guess he's going to have to do it and be a good dad. And let's see what happens. The last pages. Yep, he went back in the nest. I thought he would. Jack lifted all 3 babies into the nest. Buenas noches, mamá, said the baby chick, which means good evening, mom. Bonne nuit, maman, said the baby duck. Sweet dreams, ma, said the baby goose. Then Jack climbed into the nest, and the babies fell asleep. That's when he realized that this really was the perfect nest. Wow, great ending. What do? We applaud. Go, 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 go. Okay, boys and girls, and guess what? At the end, there are some biographies of the people who wrote and illustrated the book. I'm not going to read that, though. It's like, it's okay. We know we've done that before. But notice this, at the end, everything's out, and the barn doors are closed. Why? Because Jack finally went to sleep with the babies underneath the stars of the barn. Good book. Now, was my sneak peek correct? No, it wasn't correct. I can't get everything right. Almost, but not quite. So it was a good book. I like that. Again, that belongs to Mrs. Bartoletti, who's watching Charlie's Angels right now. Anyway, so she's busy too at times. She has to do stuff for her library. Definitely. Hope you're watching that site that I gave to your parents where Mrs. Bartoletti goes ahead and she tells stories and she does art. Today I'm going to film her doing watercolors. I may post it for you someday. Really good. Okay, don't forget today to read. You're going to be going into 2nd grade later, pretty much. So I recommend 30 minutes. Not that much, really. And don't forget to record it in your reading log. I shall see you. Let me get some water to drink. Actually, it's out of water. I got to get some more water. Anyway. All right, boys and girls, that's it for me. Got any water left, honey?